everyone, thanks for tuning in. This is my first ever YouTube video on what I've been doing with Grasshopper and Rhino. Today we're going to be talking about a plugin for Grasshopper which is called Kangaroo. In Kangaroo you can actually add real-world physics into your algorithms, which I just find amazing. So I'm gonna break down one of these algorithms I made. I just set it up this morning, so it's not crazy intense. Probably took me about 2 hours or so. But you can see what I've done is I've made a plane. That plane is now a mesh. Along that mesh, I have four little rectangles here, and these are acting as anchors, so they're holding it down. So you'll kind of see how those are operating in a second here. Now with Kangaroo, you can add stuff like load, which is a gravity. You can add wind. There's all types of stuff. You can even do like explosions and that kind of stuff. But let me just kind of hop in and I'll show you what's happening here. When I start this, you can see that the gravity and the wind are acting together, and it kind of brings me this piece of cloth almost that I can then start and stop whenever I want. From there I can pull it out and actually bring it into bring it into Rhino by what's called baking it. So baking it just takes it out of that Grasshopper format, and now I have a fully realized surface in Rhino, and I forgot to group it, of course, so we'll undo that. But you get the idea. I can bake it here, we'll group it, there we go, and here it is. So once you're in Rhino, then you can do all your standard modeling, whatever. So we'll hide that for now. We'll bring this stuff back up and we will reset this. So what's cool is you can actually add all types of stuff to this. So we're going to add a sphere. We're going to change our geometry. We're going to say here's the sphere. We're going to add that to our algorithm. And we will start this up again. So I'll pause it here and show you two things. One is that you can see that this surface is now acting with the sphere, and it's preventing the surface from going anywhere now. You can also see that the mesh can break itself depending on how soon you pause it. This is one I'm still trying to figure out, but if you see we kind of bring this out, it will unravel and fix itself. So the nice thing about being able to start and stop is you can find a surface exactly where you like it. You can choose exactly where to stop it, and then from there you can pull it back out, we'll group it, you can pull it out and bring it into Rhino and have it there to either reference or fully use for some type of manufacture or whatever. So you can see we have our little Casper the Friendly Ghost here. We're going to delete this one and we will add in a torus now. I think this one is probably my favorite. I'm going to change it from a sphere to this torus. We're going to turn all this stuff back on. We're going to reset it and we're going to run it again. So you can see how fast it is for me to go back and change things and also start a new algorithm, stop it, let it go, and check it out. So we will pull this one out just so you can see it a little bit clearer. There you go. So now you can see we have this like red blood cell extrusion type thing happening, right? Now this one I don't really like. This is a little dirty here. It's not like a perfect circle in there. So maybe we'll just put that one to the side for now, and we will pull this back up. Start our algorithm again from where we left it. We'll let it go a little longer and stop it. Pull this one out. So really what's happening is that this is, form finding of the 21st century, right? So you can see how easy it is for me to just go in, make these changes, and get these surfaces that I can totally just play with, manipulate, and do whatever I want. So we will delete these from now. I got one more to show you, and this is just a cylinder. This is just to prove a point that when you're doing this, this isn't perfect. So let's change this to be our cylinder here, and we will turn this on and reset it. So when I first made this, I was thinking, oh, how cool would it be if we had like a cylinder kind of protruding from the surface, acting like just a nice flat area that maybe we could put like a user interface on or something like that. So we'll run this again, and I want you to watch this corner here. When I stop it, you actually see that this geometry is like cutting through, or this, I'm sorry, this mesh is cutting through our geometry. And that's really because we're operating on a mesh. So you're going from point to point. It doesn't understand that I'm trying to have this stay fully solid. So I want to show you that just to let you know that this isn't a perfect method yet. But I think it's headed in the right direction. So we'll kind of let that mesh smooth out. And then we'll pull this away and we'll start this new geometry. We'll bake it, pull it out. And there we go. So going forward, I'm going to be posting more videos to help us actually understand how I went about building stuff like this and different ways that we can use Grasshopper in our workflow. To give you an understanding of how fast these are, once you have it set up, maybe it took me 2 hours to set up, but now I'm at a point where I can do 10 different iterations in maybe about 2 minutes, right? And I have full control over when I want to pull it out and that kind of thing. So this isn't a perfect way to form find, right? I can't just totally take the surface, send it to a manufacturer, and have it go. There's still some work on the back end of Rhino I have to do to clean it up, kind of make it a solid, that idea. But at least I think this is headed in the right direction. Well, hey, that about wraps it up. I just want to give you a quick demo and show you what I'm working on right now. I'll be putting out an hour-long lecture pretty soon, so if you're into that, maybe go ahead and subscribe. Totally up to you. But yeah, in the meantime, thank you so much for watching, and let me know if you have any questions. See ya.